Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is LC with Loyal Crypto. Thank you for joining me today. So today I have one of the most basic patterns in trading, and that is Japanese candlesticks. Now, Japanese candlesticks are so important and it gives you so much information that I had to make a video for it. So Japanese candlesticks have a load of information that the normal trader can see, but if you're new to investing, you think it's just candles that's green and red going up and down. All right, so I want to show you why the Japanese candlesticks are so important and why that's the most used for showing price action. Once I dive in, you'll understand and you'll be able to tell with just a blink of an eye. All right, let's dive in. So today we're going to discuss Japanese candlesticks, all right? So this is one of the basics of technical analysis. You have a lot of information in Japanese candlesticks. I'm going to let you know why we use them and why it's so popular today. So Japanese candlesticks were developed in the 1800s by Japanese rice traders, and they found their way to the stock market over time, and I'm glad they did because they provide us with a lot of information. So when you're trading, you can trade with a bunch of different types of candles. You have bars, you have candles, what we're using today. You have hollow candles, Hakanashi, line, area, and baseline. But I find with the Japanese candlesticks, you get the most information, and it's definitely going to help you in your trading when you start to pair this with other strategies. So first, let me explain to you what it's basically telling you. So the green candle is a bullish candle, and the red candle is a bearish candle. The top of this candle here, the wick, is called its high, right? So I'm not gonna write because I'm not gonna let that define me. I can write in real life. This is not allowing me to. So we're gonna say this here is H, which symbolizes the high. Now the wick at the bottom is the low. Okay, now this here, that section is the close of the candle, and this section here is the open. You'll start to see this when I show you another model before we get to an actual trade. And the same on this end. This at the top is going to be the open, and this at the bottom is going to be the close. Now let me explain to you why. Okay, now here I put together a little price action for you. As we can see where price action is first opening up, we have a bullish candle. Now the body of this candle is showing you most of the trading and what's happening. So you see it is a good amount of green in here. That means the day was green if we're on the daily chart, which we are. And it opens here, closes here, into the next candle we open with another green, okay? So you see this wick here still shows we're in a good bullish trend. These wicks here are not telling you too much about the trend. It shows you a nice green candle. But as we go into the next day, you can see this huge wick. It means price was this high. This was the high, but the bears push price down and wants to swing it in the other direction. Okay, so that's why this is a hammer candle, because price is wanting to swing the other way. And you have a nice body of red, and it opens up the next day with a huge red candle. So now we're moving all the way down. This is a bearish trend, especially we're talking about day candles, okay? And this day here, you have another huge bear wick here. And this candle is where it starts to get interesting. It's because we have a very bullish wick, but the candle's still red, okay? Has a nice size red body, but the candle here is showing that we want to go in the opposite direction. And as you can see, the next day we have a small green body, but the wick is still showing that it's very bullish. After that, the next day we have a nice green candle. The wick is still showing bullish, and then price action will continue from there. So now let's look at a real world example so it can make a little bit more sense for you. Okay, so here we have a Bitcoin chart. We're still on the 1 day candles. Now I want to take you through the story of what our candles are telling us, okay? So here you see this wick on this green candle. That's basically showing price wanting to go down. So it's not too much of a slope, but as you can see, it takes us down. You have a nice red candle here, but the wick is going bullish. It's taking us through. As we move, this looked like some indecision. It tried to break the bullish trend, but it couldn't for these two candles. And we're still going up. Nice green candles. Let's have a little wick here, but it's still a huge body, and followed by another day of a huge body. Now check this out. Can't really see it all that much, but so what we see here, this huge green wick, and the next day we went bearish, and we're continuing to go bearish. Now, as you can see with these three candles, it has huge bullish wicks. It wants to swing price the other way, but the bears are still on top of us, okay? As we move through, we open back up on a green day. You see two green days. You have a red day. You still have another red wick there. So it's showing you that price still wants to move in a bullish trend. But right now, today, the bears have it. It's a little indecision there. We open up green. Still green. Some red. And again, you see these huge red wicks. It's just telling you that price wants to go the other way, but right now, as I said, the bears look like they have it. Another huge wick, but guess what? The bears still win. So price ended up down here. It closes here, but price went down this far, okay? So these are just giving you some information about where the trend is going, and the bears are still winning. The bulls are trying to fight. They could live to fight another day, but again, the bears have it. You have a green candle here, but now look at this green candle. It's showing you that what we want to do. Price wants to keep moving in a bearish trend. We still haven't broke the bearish trend. Price is still going. Okay, you have a nice green body there, followed by a red body. Now this is center. You have two wicks on both sides. It basically shows that, hey, we can go either way. You never want to trade a candle before you see it close. You want to see what the candle's telling you before you go into your trade. This here, if you're trading on a daily chart, this is not showing you too much. It's showing you, okay, yes, we closed red, but it's indecision there, okay? Boom. Close red, and there we go. So you start to get the idea, and look like the bulls are starting to win again, followed by a lot of bears. So it's taking you on a little roller coaster here. But as you can see, these wicks are dictating where price action wants to move, okay? Now, as we start to show you some other patterns, you definitely want to use these candles to pair in with your other trading strategies. This is nothing to trade on alone. This gives you great information about what the mentality of the market is at the current time, but this alone is not going to be enough to trade. So follow into my next videos. I'll show you some other patterns that you can pair this perfectly with. Stay tuned. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So before you go, one of the things I wanted to let you know about is Tokenmetrics. Now, I use Tokenmetrics to help me find winning projects, and what I built this community around is helping people find new ways to make money, okay? And I feel like Tokenmetrics is gonna help you become profitable in your portfolios. Now, what Tokenmetrics does is use artificial intelligence and machine learning to rank different cryptocurrencies and make sure you're getting the best for your money, okay? Now, what they do here is they look at the actual market cap rankings, they look at the code reviews, and they give you a quant grade based off what they learned through their artificial intelligence program and the machine learning that they leverage to make sure you're getting the best projects in your portfolios. They also have a toggle here to show if you're looking at an investment from a trader perspective or an investor perspective, okay? So it'll actually give you different ranked projects based off of how you're treating your portfolios. It'll show you top projects if you're a long-term investor and what you should invest in immediately, or if you're a trader, what will be the best bet for you to hold within a month span or for a quarterly or yearly span. So I definitely think this is a great tool, and it cuts down that learning curve to make sure you're gaining profit immediately. So check out the links below, and you can sign up for a trial. They'll give you 7 days to check out what they do here, and you can leverage some of their AI and machine learning, and you can cancel before the trial period is over. So for the different plans, they have a holder plan, investor plan, and professional plan. And as you can see, you can have a 7-day trial for the holder plan for only $199 and an investor plan for $499. You can cancel before the 7-day trial, or let's say if you wanted to start off with the investor plan for $499, and you can always switch over to the holder plan for $29.99 a month before that 7-day trial is over. So take a look at Tokenmetrics. I believe this will be a great service that you're doing yourself if you want to be a crypto millionaire or at least a crypto six-figure.